It looked like the fans spoke. It looks like the fans said, hell no, we won't go. Hell no, we won't go. Caitlin Clark fans clearly no showing the Indiana Fever versus the Las Vegas Aces. It was smack dab empty. It would cost you more to get a small fry with no burger and no drink than it would have cost to sit in the 100 section in the lower bowl. This is
what you're witnessing right now is far more than an ordinary midseason setback or a brief rough patch for a basketball franchise. This represents what many are describing as a complete structural breakdown within professional basketball. According to the narrative, newly leaked confidential medical information from deep inside the league offices has completely transformed the situation. Over the past 48 hours, an intense internal effort has reportedly taken place behind closed doors to keep a devastating reality away from the public, but those efforts have allegedly unraveled. A medical insider is said to have ignored every confidentiality agreement, revealing claims that Caitlin Clark sustained a serious injury that could potentially threaten her playing career, while league officials allegedly pressured her coach to keep medical scans hidden from reporters to safeguard billions of dollars in television revenue. The image of a stable and flourishing league has, according to these claims, completely fallen apart, leaving team owners in a state of extreme concern as the financial foundation of the sport appears to be shaking in real time. If you still accept the official explanation that this is merely a routine rest day standard load management or a minor sprain expected to heal within a few weeks, then you're accepting a carefully crafted corporate narrative that, according to the allegations, was designed by executives desperately trying to prevent their financial empire from collapsing.
The Indiana Fever are playing tonight's game. No Caitlin Clark. We have Stephanie White's lackluster offense. We have Stephanie White's lackluster defense. And fans just simply aren't excited for it. Especially after the runaround we went through last year, not watching Caitlin Clark for 75% of the season. Many fans don't want to go through the same song and dance again. We went through it last year. We don't want to go through it this year. Furthermore, with how this team, how this organization, how this coach doesn't protect their star player, it ain't good. Stephanie White waits for Caitlin Clark to get injured to finally stick up to the refs, to finally call out the officiating. Too little, too late. Then Stephanie White goes out, gives a statement.
This story reaches far beyond anything found in a typical basketball injury report. The allegations describe a widespread institutional cover-up in which senior officials supposedly risked the long-term health of a once-in-a-generation star, while enforcing complete silence throughout the medical staff as arenas continued to fill to capacity. According to the narrative, the truth could no longer remain hidden once the financial consequences reached a critical level. And the recently leaked internal documents allegedly show that the damage had already become impossible to reverse. To grasp the full extent of the alleged misconduct now coming into public view, it is necessary to examine the precise moment when the organization's carefully maintained public image reportedly began to collapse from the highest levels. As the claims continue, Adam Silver, confronted with what was described as the sudden and unprecedented threat to one of the league's most valuable financial assets, allegedly lost his composure behind closed doors and delivered a private forceful ultimatum to the board of directors, an action that, according to the narrative, sent shockwaves throughout the sports world.
No-showed. They no-showed. Look at this. All these empty seats. Just seats everywhere. Seats everywhere. All these joints. I mean, come on, man. The fans have officially spoke. They're not going if CC ain't out there. Like, it is what it is. Y'all know, Caitlin Clark, Indiana Fever fans travel on the road. Now, it was still fans there that got some autographs from Caitlin and all of that. She's always going to have some fans show up. Sophie and them, Raven, they always signing autographs and stuff. But for the most part, it was a no-show. It was a no-show, man. The fans spoke. They're not rocking with this. They're not rocking with what the Indiana Fever are doing. Now, we also had Chinny Ogwumike and Andrea Carter completely. It's almost like Caitlin don't exist on this team. You can bank it after this. This is going to be
in what insiders described as an emotional and unscripted outburst driven by panic. The commissioner allegedly admitted that the league had suffered an estimated $10 million in losses in only 2 days, as widespread fan boycotts and declining attendance rapidly took hold. According to the claims, the financial impact was immediate and severe. League leadership is now portrayed as confronting the consequences of its own internal decisions, with allegations that organizational politics questionable officiating practices and the failure to adequately protect its biggest attraction have severely damaged what many viewed as the sport's golden era, leaving behind a product that has lost much of its momentum. The atmosphere inside the arenas is being presented as the clearest sign of that dramatic decline. Venues that had been sold out months ahead of schedule, with resale ticket prices reaching extraordinary levels, are now being described as vast, echoing spaces with noticeable stretches of empty seating. Photos showing long rows of vacant red seats during nationally televised games have spread across social media, fueling claims that thousands of fans deliberately chose not to attend. According to the narrative, fans responded by launching what was described as an unprecedented nationwide boycott as soon as suspicions of a medical cover-up began to spread. The franchise's financial engine is said to have stalled almost overnight because league leadership allegedly underestimated the unwavering loyalty of its supporters. Assuming they would continue spending millions on tickets, concessions, and television subscriptions, even while the sport's biggest attraction was, according to these claims, being steadily pushed aside by institutional forces. The most explosive allegation, however, centers on confidential medical records that the training staff was reportedly instructed to keep hidden under the weight of strict legal pressure. The leaked documents claim that the player's condition became significantly worse after repeated uncalled physical contact on the court, creating an environment where dangerous play was allowed to continue. According to the allegations, the coaching staff failed to confront the issue because of deep-rooted institutional tensions. Rather than taking decisive action to protect the well-being of the player widely viewed as carrying the league's financial success, league officials and game authorities allegedly chose to remain silent, allowing opponents to repeatedly push beyond the limits of professional safety, until, according to the narrative, the damage reached a point where it could no longer be undone.
Caitlin is out with back issues because Stephanie White and the Fever organization doesn't have her back. I'm out. Won't be watching. Honestly, I'm sort of relieved that I can just tell the Fever to go bleep themselves when Caitlin Clark's out. I'm good. Oh, Rhodes, you're not a real... No, I'm a Caitlin Clark fan. Period. I am a fan of Sophie Cunningham, and, that does kind of suck. But after Stephanie White's tirade the other day, nah. Sorry, not sorry at all. White and the Fever are the most incompetent staff ever compiled in basketball. Boy, you knew it was going to get bad in this comment section. Boo, I wish they would tell us more about her back. Come on.
According to the narrative, the controversy extends beyond a routine injury update, with critics accusing league leadership of failing to protect Caitlin Clark, while fan frustration continues to grow. Social media reactions claim many viewers are choosing to skip games in her absence, while others question coaching decisions, marketing choices, and the team's overall direction. Supporters argue that Clark should be the centerpiece of the franchise, whereas others highlight the contributions of players like Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston. The video concludes by alleging that newly surfaced recordings expose internal discussions the public was never meant to hear, urging viewers to follow the story as more claims continue to emerge.